right, welcome to our house. So today I thought it would be fun to show you a tour of our house here in San Francisco. So we currently live in a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. It is a duplex. We live on the bottom portion of this house. And I thought it would be fun to share a full tour of how we've been living here the past few years and share with you what it's like to live here in San Francisco. All right, so to start, here is the first bedroom, and this bedroom is Jonathan and I's bedroom. So let's go. All right, so here we are in the first bedroom. This room is Jonathan and I's bedroom. So this is where our desks are. This is where we keep all our clothes, obviously. It's also where we watch TV. I'll show you that in a second. But right here in the corner, here is my external clothing rack. This is where I keep my new clothes and any clothes that I just want to make sure that I remember to wear. Here is Jonathan's little workout corner. So he has like all of his yoga stuff in this corner. So it's really easy to reach. And then here is our closet. I love how it has mirror doors, so I don't have to put a full-size mirror in here. We can get dressed, we can see if it looks okay, and it also makes the room feel a lot bigger because it feels like it's like double the size kind of. If you want to see more inside my closet, watch my previous video where I declutter everything in the house, but I'm not going to open it now because it's a little scary in there. So as you can see here, here is my desk. So I set it up once I started working from home, but this is my day job desk, and it's also for my personal work too. So this computer is my personal computer. This is an external monitor for my work computer, which actually sits under here. So when I work my Monday through Friday 9 to 5, I have my laptop with the monitor, and then I put it away and switch into my personal work mode, which is this computer. So because we live in San Francisco, we do have fairly limited space. This house is actually pretty big and nice for what we need, but because the fact that I work from my room, this is like my nightstand, desk, makeup storage, everything. But it's worked really well for me. So as you can see here, I have my phone here charging. This is where I keep it at night. Always have my water bottle here as well. This is where I charge my Apple Watch. And this is where I sleep. So coming over here to this back wall, this is where we watch TV if we do watch from our bed. We don't super often because it's not super comfortable to sit in our bed, but sometimes it's really nice to just be able to relax in our bed. But this is our dresser where I keep more of my clothes. So actually a lot of clothing storage, which is really nice. So this half of the room is Jonathan's half of the room, so I won't go into it in too much detail, but this is where he keeps his folding clothes. He allows me to have all of the dresser space, so I very much appreciate that. But this is where he keeps some of his clothes, his notes, and everything like that. But this is where Jonathan's desk is for his personal stuff, and this gets really good lighting because of this little nook that's here in the room. All right, so here's the first room, and then we're gonna go out into the common space. All right, walking out of our room, we are now in our common space. So right here by the front of our doors, we have some coat hooks. We put our tote bags here since we bring our own bags when we go shopping for groceries or when we do any sort of shopping, because it actually costs money to buy bags here in California, which is not a bad thing. We like bringing our own bags anyways because it helps the earth. But if we have guests over, they can also put their coats on these coat hooks. Right over here, we have our shoe rack. This is like our everyday shoe rack where if we just come into the house, we can just throw our shoes right here. And so we kind of have a place where they're just out of the way since we are an Asian household, so no shoes in the house.
As you're wearing shoes.
These are slippers. All right, so here is our living room. So this is where we watch TV. This is where we lounge. We eat food here sometimes. So here we have this little cube makeshift like TV stand for now. We ordered these baskets temporarily, even though they don't necessarily fit. We probably will get nicer ones later on, but they definitely did the job and they help with our storage, especially since this house does have fairly limited storage in some areas. Like for example, we don't have a pantry. So especially during COVID, when we were all home, we kept a lot of our extra snacks in here so that they were kind of still out of sight. This is where I watch TV. Here is our giant printer. Then if you want to pan over here a little bit, I don't know how bad the lighting will be, but here is our couch and here is where we watch TV here when we're all together. All right, so now we're gonna walk into the second bedroom, and this bedroom used to be where my housemate lived. She has since moved out, and so now it acts as a spare bedroom. All right, so here is where Jonathan works at his day job. It's really nice because I get to work in our bedroom, he works in here, and so we don't irritate each other when we're both on our separate work calls, and he has his own space. And we also got this sofa for this room because it actually pulls out into a full-size bed. So it's a sofa during the day because this room is fairly small. We can also use it as a guest bedroom too, if anybody ever does stay and visit us. It's not often, but it has come into handy a few times, which is really nice. guest, and it's a great way to kind of double up on this space. Something else I really love about this room is it gets by far the best lighting out of any room in our house. So this is actually the room that I film most of my other YouTube videos in because the lighting is just so good. It makes for way better footage when I actually film things, and it makes the video look a lot better when the lighting is beautiful. Today's kind of an overcast day, so I'm hoping that the lighting is as good as it can be, but the fact that this room is kind of more small and it has a lot of windows really helps with that. I also got this mirror from IKEA. It is a giant full-size mirror, and it is so nice at making this room feel bigger. It's also nice to have a full-length mirror in this room so we can check our outfits, and it's also great to use when I'm filming too. So highly recommend this mirror, and it wasn't too expensive because it's from IKEA. Now over here is the closet in this room, and this closet actually extends a decent amount this way, so it's kind of like a little Harry Potter closet. But we love having the spare closet. This is where we keep our coats. This is also where I keep my Poshmark clothes, and then we can keep any storage in here that we need sometimes, like suitcases or just other clutter. We can just kind of throw in there, throw in the corner of the closet and not worry about it. All right, so walking through back into the living room, walking all the way through here, here is where our kitchen and dining room area are. So this is where our counter space is. Sometimes we do eat here, but most of the times we don't. I keep my walking treadmill here because this is the perfect height for me to continue to work while walking. So this is really come in handy when trying to get more steps in. I do walk 10,000 steps almost every single day, and it's a lot easier having this here because I can even just like watch a YouTube video or like just hang out on my computer while I'm walking. So over here in this corner, this is where we keep our bar cart. As you can see from the letterboard, we have not changed out the letters since Thanksgiving, so just ignore that. But this is where we store all of our alcohol. In the future, I am thinking about getting a bar cart because as you can see, it just gets so cluttered. We just have so many random bottles, and we don't go through it as quickly as we probably used to when we were younger. And so we just end up having a bunch of random bottles and drinkware, and it just doesn't look good. But it's nice having a place where we keep all of our alcohol just right here in this corner. All right, so as you can see here, this is where a dining room table would typically go. We used to have a dining room table here, but now Jonathan uses it as a second desk because we weren't really using the dining room table. So we replaced it with this folding table that has just become like a catch-all for anything that comes into our house. We cleared it for this video because it just is things that are kind of like moving in and out, but it's really nice just to have this extra space for when we have things coming in and out of our house. All right, so over here in the windowsill is where we keep our plants because they get the best lighting here. So I have our fiddle leaf tree here, and she's still doing very well, which I'm very happy about. I think it is the sunlight that she really likes. I also have a little olive tree here. This plant is still doing well, but she hasn't grown a lot, but that's okay. She's still living, which is what we want. And then we also keep our green onions here. So this is our housemate's green onions, and those are mine because if you didn't know, you can just put your green onions in water and they continue growing. So pretty cool, and it makes it last a lot longer than just keeping them in the fridge. So back here in this corner, I actually have a full transformation video that I posted. I think it's been over a year at this point. But this is where we keep our cleaning supplies and our small appliances. Like I mentioned before, we don't have a pantry, and we actually use a lot of small appliances. So this is where we keep them. These cabinets definitely serve their purpose. They are not very high quality. So I think I linked them in that video, but I don't necessarily recommend them unless you're looking for a very affordable option that may not last a move. We're still contemplating if we're going to bring this to our next place, but we will see. But it's worked really well for us as a small space storage solution. All right, so here is our back door, and I'm going to actually end the video with our backyard since that is one of the biggest perks of living in this house, especially here in San Francisco. But carrying on back through the back door, here is where our kitchen is. So here's where all the magic happens. We love to cook in this house, and so we love how functional this kitchen is, and there is a pretty decent amount of cabinet space too, which is really great since this is where we keep all of our dishes, our extra like pots and pans, and most of our pantry items. So right out the kitchen, this is bathroom number 1. This is the bathroom that Jonathan uses, and then my housemate and I use the other bathroom, which we will get to. So both bathrooms are full bathrooms, which is really nice, so all 3 of us don't have to share the same shower. When we were all quarantining, there was up to 6 of us quarantining together at once, and so it was very nice to have 2 bathrooms when we were quarantining together. So right past this first bathroom is our sunroom. So our sunroom, we don't use the sunroom for a lot of things. It's really nice for extra storage. And this is where we keep our lovely trash can and a lot of our extra shopping bags and our recycling and all of that. But it is just nice to have a little extra storage here right off of the kitchen. All right, so we're gonna walk right through our dining room again and then back into this little hallway where the second bathroom is. So here's the third bedroom. This is our housemate's bedroom. And then right off of this bedroom is our beautiful bathroom. All right, so in our bathroom, we have this whole wall of storage, which is so helpful because we are girls. We have a lot of hair products. If you watch my declutter video, you can see a little bit more into my sections. But the other sections, we just have toilet paper and extra towels. And then over here is our beautiful shower. I'm definitely going to miss the shower when we move because this is my favorite shower. There's just so much room and it has perfect water pressure and I love it. And then over here is just our normal sink toilet area. But it's really nice because especially when we were all getting ready in this bathroom for work, there's plenty of space for us to move around and still get things done. So the last part of the house that I want to share is our beautiful backyard. So it's going to be right outside this back door. So as you can see, this is a great sized backyard, especially for San Francisco. And because we're renting, we don't have to worry about any of the maintenance, which is so great. Our landlord also bought all of this lawn furniture, and so it's been really nice to enjoy this lawn furniture when it is warm outside. And then back here, you'll also see this beautiful lemon tree. I love fruit trees. I feel like fruit trees are definitely an added bonus to any house. All right, so we're back in the office. As I previously mentioned, by far the best lighting in this room, so I'm going to end our house tour here. Thank you so much for following us along. As you are probably aware, space is hard to come by in San Francisco, so we are so grateful to have this beautiful yard and to have the space that we do have here in this little house in San Francisco. If you like this video, make sure to like it before you leave and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!